So Elon Musk, the richest person on earth, spoke at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania recently, and his appearance was very widely mocked and ridiculed. He basically became the laughingstock of the internet for the day, or more than just the day. So this is Elon Musk's appearance at Donald Trump rally mocked, quote, cringing. So there's a picture there. Yeah, not a good look. This photographer kind of did him dirty, but he also did himself dirty. A number of Donald Trump's critics have mocked Elon Musk over his appearance alongside the former president at a Pennsylvania rally. Musk, the billionaire owner of X, formerly Twitter, and CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, joined Trump on stage in Butler on Saturday to show his support for the Republican and state that he is, quote, not just MAGA, I am dark MAGA. So, by the way, he stole that meme from the Biden team and Dark Brandon, which was in response to Let's Go Brandon. Um, After Trump introduced Musk to the stage, the tech mogul enthusiastically jumped in the air several times while supporters cheered. He's like a cheerleader. Musk, who wore a black Make America Great Again cap, warned in his speech that, quote, this will be the last election if the former president does not win in November, while urging people to vote. Gee, it sounds like he needs to tone down his rhetoric. This sounds like he's trying to cause an assassination attempt against the Democratic nominee. Wow, that's man. It's like he's saying she's a threat to democracy or something. Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe he'd do that. Tone down the rhetoric. Butler was the scene of an assassination attempt against Trump at a rally in July. Pennsylvania is also one of the key swing states that could determine who wins next month's election between Trump and Vice President Harris. A number of people have mocked Musk's appearance at the Butler rally on Saturday on social media, as well as criticizing his public speaking efforts. However, a number of Republican figures praised Musk for joining Trump on the campaign trail and suggested the endorsement of the man who has more than 200 million followers on X could be influential in the election. Uh, Someone said, Elon, never wear a baseball cap again. They do not work on you. This is all super low energy. Ron Filipkowski, a former prosecutor and Trump critic, wrote above a clip of Musk jumping on stage, this might be the cringiest S word I've ever seen in politics. Mary Trump, Trump's own niece, said, hey, Donald, is it too late to inject bleach into my eyeballs? So, yeah, this guy's just getting ripped apart. But I think more importantly, because we can make fun of people for being goofy and humiliating themselves all we want. Both sides do it. It's not super substantive. But what does this speak to? This speaks to the fraudulent and misleading claims from the Trump team that they are anti-establishment. This is the richest person on earth, himself a billionaire, could maybe become a trillionaire one day, joining alongside the richest person to ever become president, a billionaire. These guys are not anti-establishment. This is the party, and this is the ticket of the powerful. J.D. Vance is also, yet again, an example of this. Yale Law School, venture capitalist, guy who mocks single people, guy who oversaw terrible working conditions. And then on the Democratic side, I mean, you've got Kamala Harris, who, is the sitting vice president. And then you've got Tim Walz, a guy who has never owned stock. So this rally was just a total showboat for the powerful, but not in a good way, quite a bad way. They made quite a mockery of themselves indeed. I guess, Trump takes all the support that he can get, support from former Democrats, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK. Elon Musk, I don't think, is doing him any favors. He, of course, did quite poorly in his interview with Musk back in August that they did over Twitter Spaces, where he sounded incredibly lispy and got a bunch of facts wrong about climate change and crime. So, but to the point down here in this article, someone mentioned, Al Delgado said that, what a horrible public speaker Elon is. My goodness, I'm cringing. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's an exceptionally horrible speaker. He definitely is acting pretty cringe. And I say that as someone who I don't view Elon Musk as some terrible guy. I mean, I think he's got some interesting ideas on like sending people to Mars, expanding the light of consciousness. I think people who are interested in science are generally interesting people. people who are interested in space. I mean, it's fascinating. But how do you reconcile being a huge science guy with backing the presidential ticket that is borderline running on climate change denial? At best is like skeptical and is not going to take action. Uh, how do you reconcile that with being a big science guy? So yeah, I mean, it just seems like this dude wants tax cuts. That's about it. He wants another 2017 Trump style tax cut for the uber wealthy that's permanent, while maybe just a tax cut for the lower and middle class that is only temporary and that would expire in 7 or 8 years. So yeah, that is what it is when you get down to it. Is it's just wealthy people backing wealthy people because they want to get their taxes cut. Meanwhile, wealthy people who back Democrats usually do so not because of tax policy, but because of other concerns like concerns about democracy, concerns about environmental policy, perhaps abortion as well. They're distraught that Roe versus Wade was overturned. But yeah, don't let anyone fool you. This election is not Trump being anti-establishment versus the establishment. Uh, this is the wealthiest president in history being backed by the wealthiest person in history, and their attempts to win people over on X, which is now owned by the wealthiest person in history. And yeah, do not be fooled. That's all I will say. So if you like this video, if you found it interesting or insightful, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel out here, trying to expand my reach, get more news about this election out, because I think this really is just a fascinating election. So much has happened in terms of, Biden dropping out, stuff in the primaries with Trump's Republican challengers and all that. But yeah, I want to keep people informed. And yeah, support the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.